State Warriors. Football, the greatest upset in the history of the NBA playoffs.
Every spring, the NBA playoffs promise dominance. Superstars at their peak, 60-win juggernauts, and the so-called inevitable. But every now and then, something breaks the script. These are the biggest playoff upsets in NBA history. In 2007, the Dallas Mavericks were a machine. 67 wins, the best record in the NBA, and Dirk Nowitzki playing at an MVP level. On paper, their matchup against the 42-win Warriors looked like a warm-up. But Golden State wasn't your typical 8 seed. They had won all their 3 regular season matchups with Dallas and were coached by Don Nelson, the very man who helped build the Mavericks into contenders. What followed was chaos. Baron Davis, Steven Jackson, and Monte Ellis ran the Mavs off the floor with fast-paced offense, unshakable confidence, and the raucous Oakland crowd behind them. The Warriors won the series 4-2, becoming the first 8 seed to take down the number 1 seed in a 7-game series. Before 2007, there was 1994, and the Denver Nuggets were history makers. Matched up against the Seattle Supersonics, the team with the league's best record, most people expected a sweep. Seattle featured all-stars Gary Payton and Shawn Kemp, known for their athleticism, defense, and confidence. Denver was young and untested, but anchored by a shot-blocking machine named Dikembe Mutombo. After going down 0-2, Denver stormed back, winning 3 straight, including a Game 5 overtime thriller in Seattle. Mutombo's emotional celebration, lying on the floor clutching the ball, became an iconic image of triumph against the odds. Some upsets don't just come in the first round. They happen on the biggest stage instead. In 2011, the Miami Heat had formed the NBA's newest super team: LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. This was supposed to be the beginning of a dynasty, but enter the Dallas Mavericks, a veteran 4 seed led by Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Terry, and a defensive anchor in Tyson Chandler. But no one outside Dallas expected them to stop the Heat's coronation. Dirk had other plans. In Game 2, Dallas came back from 15 down in the 4th quarter, setting the tone. Nowitzki, playing through illness and with an injured finger, delivered one of the greatest individual finals performances ever. Dallas won in 6, and Dirk finally secured his redemption, not just by winning, but by beating the most stacked team in NBA history. The 1999 season was anything but normal. A lockout shortened the schedule, teams struggled to find rhythm, and the playoffs arrived before some can even find their identity. The Knicks barely snuck in as the 8th seed, but once the postseason began, they caught fire. In the first round, they upset their arch rivals, the number 1 seed Miami Heat, in a physical, emotional 5-game series. Allen Houston's game winner with less than a second left sealed it. Led by Latrell Sprewell, Larry Johnson, Marcus Camby, and a revived Garden crowd, the Knicks rolled through the East, becoming the first 8 seed to ever reach the NBA Finals. The 2023 Miami Heat barely made the playoffs. They had just lost their first play-in game and were on the ropes until Jimmy Butler happened. Facing a 58-win Milwaukee Bucks, the number 1 overall seed, Miami pulled off a stunning 4-1 series win. Jimmy Butler exploded for 56 points in Game 4, one of the greatest playoff performances in NBA history, and followed it with a game-tying shot in Game 5 that sent it to OT. Giannis and the Bucks were stunned. The Heat became just the second 8 seed to beat a number 1 seed in a 7-game series, and then went on to reach the NBA Finals. The playoffs don't always follow the script. Whether it's Mutombo on the floor, Jimmy Butler lighting the world on fire, or Dirk rewriting his legacy, these moments remind us why we watch. In the NBA, underdogs don't just bark. Sometimes they bite. If you love this dive into NBA history, make sure you like and subscribe for more deep basketball stories. And share your favorite playoff moment in the comments below. All that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.